kind of came back and didn't let it happen, which is something that is kind of the problem at different times of the season. What was your guys' current resolve, and what do you think it says about you not to?
Kind of get it together. Like you said, it's been something that's been reoccurring throughout the season. And, it wasn't pretty much something they were doing. It was more or less what we were doing, shooting bad shots, turning the ball over. So we kind of wanted to, settle down, get together as a group, and get control of the game.
You didn't take many shots tonight, but can you talk about the 2 threes and how important it was for you to be able to stretch the perimeter of the defense?
Yeah, I told my guys, and I think speaking to KO, I feel like my team, they benefit more when I'm aggressive. Not too much my stats, my numbers, how much I score, or how many shots I take. Just me being aggressive, me being active. And, coming in today, the last couple games I haven't been playing too well. And, like you said, today wasn't a crazy night as far as stats, but I think just being aggressive opened a lot of things up and just, put pressure on the defense. So I just want to continue to play like that.
Well, I'll ask you the same question I asked Coach. Oregon State scored 80 on you guys up in Oregon and 56 tonight. What was the biggest difference defensively?
Just guys manning up and taking responsibility for the one-on-one matchups. I think, down there, it was a part of stretching the season where we relied almost too much on the help, too much on our Al and Nick to, defend, to change plays, change shots, and whatnot. And I think, guys kind of really took it personal, with your one-on-one matchups and really buckled down and, put Nick and Al in positions where they could save their legs and challenge just shots when we need them really bad. And they did a good job of helping us. You got Nick and Al in the back behind you, kind of gives you motivation to pressure guys and, get up in your guys because they got your back.
A couple times in the game, you hustled back and they had potential fast breaks and disrupted those plays. Can you talk about how important it is to do that and how important it was in this game?
Oh, yeah, it's major. I mean, like I said, a couple of times, the plays worked out in our favor. But even if, you go try 5 times and one of those times work, you never know what to change the game. And you never know 2 points can always, be a difference between winning and losing the game. So you always want to just give 100% effort as much as you can, and I just tried to do that today.
Hey, what are you thinking in that play when you're pretty much, outnumbered and outgunned? What's going through your head?
Just try to bother him as much as possible. Try to make it as most uncomfortable as possible without trying to foul. I've done a bad job throughout the season, and even today of getting in foul trouble early on. So in the second half, I kind of just wanted to put myself in position for the defender to see me and have to think a little too much than he would normally on a regular layup, and force him to just get off balance a little bit.
You guys have talked about defense being crucial to your victory. How would you grade tonight's performance?
B- around there. B-, C+ probably. I think we could have did a little bit of a better job. We gave up, the baskets we did give up were some very easy baskets. We went in a lot of stretches where we defended well. But, the baskets that we did give up, they're going to score, but I think we could have did a little bit of a better job of making them earn it, But at the same time, you can't be perfect every game, so it's just a learning experience, and luckily we got the win and play good enough.